Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today, we're going to be talking once more about Wish. I did talk about it before, but in this video, we're going to dive a little bit towards the latest events that they have, as well as what we can anticipate in the next few days or so. So without further ado, let's jump right into Wish. So Wish. This company here does have actually a new update in November, so we're going to go just for November news. And this one here is a new CEO transition. So Peter Swilski is stepping down as the CEO. He will remain though on the company's board, and the company is currently searching for a permanent CEO. So it really does talk about here to ensure an orderly transition. He will remain CEO until his successor is appointed by the company's board of directors or no later than February 1st, 2022. The company has engaged in an executive search firm to assist in recruiting a new CEO. As Wish founder and CEO for more than 10 years, Peter has played an instrumental role in creating global publicly traded billion-dollar e-commerce platform or marketplace that millions of shoppers use every day. He laid the groundwork. I'm pretty sure that's an error there. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to say he was laid. I think it's he laid the groundwork for Wish to continue to grow and thrive, and will leave the business in capable hands of our newly highly talented and invigorated leadership team, said Tanzeen Sayed, the lead independent director of Wish. On behalf of the board of directors and the entire team at Wish, I want to express my sincerest gratitude to Peter for his contribution to the company. We look forward to continue working with him as a member of the board. Now, a bit of a quick thing here is their recent updates on revenue. Just as a quick reminder here, the revenues is actually 39% lower than 2020. A bit unfair though in comparison because 2020 was the start of a pandemic year. So you got to keep that in mind, and some numbers might seem a bit better because of the spike in online and e-commerce and the crash of retail and brick and mortar. So core marketplace is actually 55% lower, product boost 24%, marketplace revenue 52%, and logistics revenue being 3% lower. Now, in terms of the net losses, currently they have a $64 million net loss compared to 99, so better. In terms of a percentage of revenue, it's 17% compared to 16%. Adjusted EBITDA is only a 30 million EBITDA loss compared to 64 million loss. So it's still better quarter or year by year, but still there is a lot of room to grow there. They do talk some about their highlights for their businesses, and in terms of their outlook for quarter four, they're anticipating a 70% growth year over year, and their adjusted EBITDA is between 30 million loss and 35 million loss. So 70 to 75 million growth year over year. Now, they also have a presentation that they did talk about. That was a while ago, and it does talk about some of their things that they do in terms of just operations, e-commerce, logistics. But we covered a bit of that before. Just a quick thing here. They do talk about the merchants having access to demand generation, data intelligence, UGC creation, logistics, and business operations. And it does talk about some of their financial highlights, but this is a bit of an outdated presentation, so we're going to skip right over. In terms of fundamentals and valuations, the price over sales you're able to see here is 0.81, which is undervalued, 2.51, which is a little bit cheaper than the market itself, but still considerably just on par. But if you were to consider 2 and 2 together, the stock is fundamentally undervalued. In terms of things like gross margins, you're able to see they're hitting 55.60. EBITDA is negative 31%. Still some room to grow there. Return on assets is negative 64%. And return on invested capital is negative 175%. So some of these numbers are not pretty at all. There's still some room to grow with Wish, but still considerably from just price over sales and price over book, it could go places. Now, in terms of institutional buyers, we're able to see some positions that are actually announced, but overall, you're able to see it's more of a periodic thing. So on the 26th, you see more of a massive addition for the stock, millions of shares. You go back towards the 16th, it's mixed. but overall, there's a lot of institutional activity and a lot of interest from institutions. Insiders, you have a bit of sales. The sales, though, are smaller positions. These are generally speaking out of either shares being awarded or warrants being exercised, so nothing really that massive or significant. Now, before moving on towards the technical analysis, if you would like to see more content like this, make sure to click the subscribe button on the bottom right corner and leave notifications on for this channel. Also, don't forget to drop a like to this video if you've enjoyed this video so far, and you can join our Discord in the description below. From a technical analysis perspective, Wish itself here has a few things that are a bit interesting. Now, overall, you're able to see because of a red movement and dropping substantially from price, almost $33 earlier on just this year, to all the way down to $315. Almost all indicators are looking bearish, and that's understandable in this level. Now, on the average directional index, it's starting to show this is actually a negative trend, which is nothing good to see about this one. But with this negative trend, at some point, there's always a reversal, so that's kind of the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, willing percent R, which is very similar to the RSI, shows that this one is highly oversold, meaning there's a lot more supply than there is a demand for this one at this current level. And the MACD, you're able to see that you might actually have a chance for a reversal next week. It's starting to curve up a little, but nothing really that promising. And momentum, we're able to see that the current momentum is sitting at a negative value, negative 1.79. One of the lowest it's been, but at least it's recovering a little bit from negative 2.06 it had a few days ago. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow. Both are more on the bottom level, suggesting this might be a good time to buy, but this indicator does nothing but see which stocks might be on discount rather than confirming these stocks are at a discount. Now, on the moving average bands, this one is expected to trade between $4.89 and $4, but the moving average bands are going downwards, so this just shows more of a downwards trend than anything, very similar to what we've seen around here and here. At some point, the moving average bands and the prices will meet once more, and it probably will accumulate before it either goes downwards or upward again. So it's not really science with that when it comes to that. Now, I was going to draw the Fibonacci retracements, but there's no point to draw them at this level. I mean, the next support or resistance would be really at 1016 and 1447, and the support would be at 315. But it would be more interesting to draw closer price line action supports and resistances to highlight a little bit of the key levels. The first resistance is at 343, followed by 370, followed by 398 going upwards to 436, and then 492 going upwards to 546, going to 559, and upwards to 615, followed by 660. Now the supports, there's only a few, 329 and 315. It is really hitting a new rock bottom, and this stock definitely has an interesting perspective into where it can really go. Depending on the people you ask, including analysts, people were thinking either anywhere between $4 and $15. The current average price target is 4.92, with around 4 holds, 2 sells, and 0 buy, giving an analyst rating of moderate sell. Now, this company here has its own fair of issues, to be frank. This stock went around 90% down from 32.85 to 3.28, actually perfectly 90% off at this level. Now, this company itself, at the start of this year, 2021, it got caught up a little bit with a bit of the stock frenzy, but at this current level, you're able to see that the stock, is it worth buying at this level? 90% off at its peak. Well, it is currently going into the realm of a penny stock at this level. Wish is at least one that we know of penny stock. It's a little bit of a better gamble than some riskier penny stocks that you can compare to in the market. But at this current level, it's a little bit rough to indicate what direction this one is gonna go. Now, they are going to have a new CEO in the second quarter, or around February 1st, 2022, on or about the first quarter of 2022. And this company might actually bring things around, but at the current time, they are on a massive loss that is a little bit hard to see they're able to flick open in the next couple of years or so. It's more of a deep ingrained in the business infrastructure itself and the business operations itself. So it's a bit of a tricky one, and I do see this one perhaps, or I hope this one perhaps prevails within a 5-year period, and it will get some pump and dumps from here until then. That is nothing that we're not anticipating. Stocks like this that have been beaten up around 90% definitely does have pump and dumps. And if you're playing on that, it's a risky game, but you definitely can make some money out of this one if you wait within the next couple of years, but you can also lose money. My bet is some people are going to make some money with this one at some point if they're buying sub $3. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.